now that I have my own place, and I just remembered the cooking ice video. I thought, what if I did it again? I'll cook some more ice. Oh. So I have ice here that I've had for a while, I guess. Maybe I'll cook it this time. The ice weighs 200 grams, almost perfectly, apparently. I don't know why, but, well, if you like your ice, well done. This is the way. So this time, I think I made some steaks earlier, so I think I'm gonna drizzle some oil on my ice. To add some nice flavor to it. Maybe I'll add some seasoning as well. This is a good seasoning. I love it. It's the best. Garlic and pepper seasoning, Spice Supreme. Would recommend. Goes well in everything. Goes well by itself. So, it's a nice smell by itself. Smell of the garlic. So you can see the we're adequately beginning to cook our ice. So maybe I'll wash this off with some water. So you have the spatula nice and clean because it's line up. So you can see our ice is beginning to cook. It's very, very good. Of something to cook, but it's going to be really delicious. So, because I'm unoriginal, I'm gonna go grab my computer, and then, so what I'll do is I'll open it, I'll turn it on. I think it died with the ice going here. Yeah, it's cooking really nicely so far. You can see it's beginning to have that little effect, like it's becoming snow. Or like it's sort of becoming like flatter. One could argue that that's actually an effect that's intended to happen. So you see, what we do with AI is we go into window and we go to Chat GPT. Close the sidebar. And so since we're in 2025, so I'm making a video where I cook ice. Give me some funny jokes to say throughout. So it's really hilarious. So I think the quotes can speak for themselves. Yeah, oh, liquid courage is that? Yeah, I said, of course. No, you can see it's disappearing slowly. It's not actually disappearing. It's part of the transformation into a better quality of food. Perhaps I'll get my other. Disappear for my next one if I ever choose to do it. So I just get a cup of water and I put it in the freezer right in front of my jug of frozen water that acts as a refrigerator if something happens, which it won't. But you can see the ice is beginning to cook quite nicely. It's a very nice process to cook the ice. You bake it, and one thing you can do in the meantime is you can look at these little bubbles. It's so nice, so cool. Just look at those. They almost look alive. It's just moving around like that. Aerial view of the thing. We're cooking ice very good. All this stuff that's here is just, as I said, I think I was cooking steaks and then I ate them, so there's a bunch of oil with seasoning that I poured on here. And look at the ice there. You can see the ice. Yeah, oh, gosh. My finger touched it. Whoops. You can hear the angry ice outside. It was half cooked. This is why you fully cook your ice. You make sure it's well done. Because if you don't, then your ice starts screaming at you. And that's not okay. We don't want that to happen. So you can see our ice is coming along quite nicely. Our ice, it started cooking, but it's not done yet. It's not good enough. What we do here with the ice is, well, we want to make sure that our audience doesn't drown, or whoever you're serving it to, this is really dangerous stuff we're dealing with here. Like, as I said earlier, hundreds of thousands of people, they die each year because they undercook their ice. So as a safety consideration, don't undercook your ice. You're free to try this at home, so long as you fully cook it. But if you don't, that's not good. Actually, don't try it at home, because you might burn yourself from the pan. Because cooking ice is a really hot process. It's not a good idea if you're not skilled in the art of ice cooking. You can see it begins steaming. That's a sign we can tell that it's really developing the flavor and is going to start being really good. It's going to taste really good when we're done. So, I didn't actually remember any of those jokes from ChatGPT. I just felt like it. I thought I was going to say something good, and then I didn't read it. I felt like it would be too boring just to put it on and then just do nothing. I mean, just sit there reading it for like a solid minute, 5 minutes, and then just say stuff that the audience already read. Like, that's boring. So this stuff just comes from a stream of thought. You know, one time, I felt like I needed to get an assignment done, so I pulled an all-nighter for it. I've only done that twice, though, so it was quite the task for me. You see that little mound in the middle? That means it's getting close. We just got to keep on swirling it around and around and around. Our goal is to make that mound as big as possible, really. Because if that mound isn't big enough, then, well, it's not big enough. You can see it's a very big mound now. It's very nice. You can hear the sound of boiling, but it's just an illusion. It's actually, it's like when you're cooking bread and the bread rises. That's what's happening with our water. I mean, our ice. What, did I say water? No, this is ice. Our ice is rising just like bread does when you cook the ice. Yeah, look at the ice. It really cooks. Imagine when ice boiled, it actually like went downwards. So like if I put my camera back here, it'll fall out. Isn't that funny? Yeah, the ice made the camera all foggy. I can smell the smell of the oils and the seasonings that I put on the ice to really make it go. It's like yin and yang with the bright spot and the dark spot that goes over the bright spot. With a little like, I want to rise in the middle, but my moving it prevents the rising of the ice, like the bread, therefore making it bigger. If I put it down, have it happens. See if you touch it, get hurt, even if you put your hand above there. So don't try this at home. Disregard my initial advice. That was poorly advised. We can hear the not fully cooked ice out there. You know, the reason so many people die by getting struck by lightning each year is because people don't fully cook their ice. They only half cook it, and then it attacks people. Like, I don't know, why would people not fully cook their ice? Just one of the problems of the world. I just don't get it. Like, I feel like I'm doing the world a service right now by fully cooking my ice. Those who don't fully cook their ice, I just don't get that. It just doesn't make sense. I'm gonna stir this around some more so that it gets nicer. You can see the oil is turning a different color. I don't know, it looks like it was maybe that color unless, no, that's just the color, I don't know what color it was. Probably changed from the grease and now it's just that color, but our water's still in there, you can tell because it's still going up like bread. And it's still making that bread look. Look at all that. I can put my hand up here and like, oh my gosh. Look at that. I'm gonna stir around the ice. Yeah, again, guys, make sure you fully cook your ice so it doesn't strike people like Benjamin Franklin, if I'm getting my history right. Go ahead. At least we can all agree that ice is a delicious meal when it's fully cooked. That's why we're spending so long with that extra large piece of ice that I had in my freezer for who knows how long. It was probably like half a month, at least a week or two. I don't know, it was just in there. Sometimes I washed my hands and then I grabbed it and then my hands stuck to it and I'm like, wow, my hand is sticking to this ice. I think it's a sign that the ice was really took a liking to me. You can see our ice might be nearing done. You can see it's not going as high like bread anymore. Now it's just sizzling. That's what happens when it's almost done. You just watch it as it goes out the window. I hope you don't. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. One time, I cooked rice. It tasted kind of good. I did it in my rice cooker here. With the rice, put some water in from the faucet, and I pushed start, and then I put the rice setting. And then I pushed start, and it cooked the rice setting, and it was pretty good. But it wasn't as good as my dad's rice. He makes really good rice. It's like sticky. The rice this thing made wasn't sticky enough. I don't know if I added too much water, too little water. It was like well hydrated, I guess, but I don't know. It wasn't particularly like a solid piece that I cut into with my thing here. Like there. And then I get a whole piece. I mean, it kind of did that, just not as much. Maybe I'm like close, but not perfect. Or maybe it's because it wasn't a pressure cooker and this is a rice cooker. Because you see, there's no lock on here, and the vent here is just always open. There's no mechanism here. Always clean your dishes, guys. You don't want to get sick. Even if the heat might kill anything on there. Because one time I accidentally left my heater on overnight well, actually half the night, when there was, after I cooked some ground beef in the pan. It was good. But then I left the oils in the pan and left it on full. And then I got up at 2 a.m. or something, and then I checked the kitchen, and it was like pure tar in there. So I turned off the burner off of my shush, and the camera might not be able to hear me when you're sizzling so loudly. I can smell the smell of oil. I don't know if that's the best. Maybe I'll just leave that there. Look at the wafty aroma of the ice. So I don't know what those little particles are. They look like flies, but they're little particles. Flies. Something different. They're much smaller. I don't know if the camera can pick them up. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Look at my hand, camera. Look at my hand. Look at my finger. Look at my finger. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Do you not see it? Okay. Yeah. Our ice is cooking. Our ice is very good. Our ice may be beginning to form up again. At this point, you might want to add some more of the wonderful seasoning. Let's stir it around. You can see this is a non-stick pan because, like, when I put the spatula over it, it doesn't stick. Unlike that other pan that I was using in the last video, so that was like 4 months ago. Now I've changed places. I've changed myself. I've changed the pan. I've changed the preparation. I have become different in the eyes of methods of cooking ice. What are those bubbles though? It's like, they're just interesting. It's like they just rise and rise in size until they all fall. Look at that big one. Oh, it shrunk. Oh, look at that, that's a big one. Is it shrinking? I think it's shrinking. But where's the air going? I don't know. Look at that. So I'll just... So, yeah, I had, it wasn't just the steak earlier, I had an onion in there as well. I sort of tried chopping it up, albeit probably poorly. But, yeah, I had I don't know, in there. The steaks were not the best. Maybe I did too much oil, but they were good enough to enjoy by themselves without the need for like ketchup or anything. Yeah, the oil adds a unique flavor, but yeah, I think we fully cooked our ice. You can see the oil is retracting. into a state of I am burnt. Stop this badness. That is what the oil says. Because the oil doesn't feel like being burnt. But you know something funny? We can get some water, which is different from the ice I just cooked. And then we pour it on there, and then it starts exploding. Don't do this at home, because you might get a really hot piece of something land in your eye. But I have glasses, so I'm slightly better than normal. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks like the Goblet of Fire from Harry Potter, except it's steamed. Now I smell smoke. I hope the smoke alarm doesn't go off. That would be heavily unfortunate. That hasn't happened before, and I have the window open. It's like fireworks. You can use the thing that came with the rice cooker. And then yeah, it really smells burnt now. Oh my gosh. Fun fact, guys, I guess oil burns before it boils. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. That was lightning. I haven't had a smoke alarm go off once, but I don't even know if that thing's a smoke alarm. It probably is, but look, it's red now. I think I angered the oil. That was one long thunder. You can see the ice really likes to be the ice. Anyways, I think the oil has been adequately maddened, so always remember to shut off your burners so you don't get a tar-filled pan. You know, that stuff smells horrible. Took an hour to get off or something. I don't even know. So enjoy the nonstick pan and say pour it into here. So that's our cooked ice. Our cooked ice is really what's left in here, and that's the fun part. Is that it's really nice. Funny thing is I shut off the burner, yet the burner's still hot, so it's still making stuff hot again. You can do is you can get some hot water. Just try and fill up your cup. And once your pan is being adequately soaked from filling up your cup, then you can call it enough. And drizzle it on again, because don't do this at home. That's the water, look at that. Just like that. You see, I was saying earlier to remember to fully cook your ice. I did fully cook my ice, okay? What's left in here is water, and it's from the tap. It's water, it's not ice. That's why it's different. So, I won't get anyone struck by lightning by leaving it. But still, if you have oil, make it just barely boiling. Not this hot, but just barely. And you put a few drops of water in, like that, and then you just watch it. It almost looks like it's alive. Just little drops of water just moving around in the oil. Maybe it works vice versa. Oh, it probably doesn't, because it's probably the water's moving because it's boiling. Kind of like lights little water droplets behind it. I don't know, it's cool. I recorded a video, but I'm too lazy to edit this one. I'm probably just gonna upload it verbatim. Even though I should probably edit it, if not very slightly, but. As you can see, since the pan is not on anymore, it will eventually stop boiling. I wonder what the math is behind the little circles there, but they're gone now. Anyways, I'll leave this to evaporate, and then it will be evaporated, and that will be fun. So, always remember to unplug your devices before you go to bed, so then you don't anger your mom. It's still steaming. But this isn't my ice, so therefore, it's okay to leave. But it's boiling again, because it's crazy. This is a very boiling. You could argue that this water was once ice, but really, how do you know it for sure? How do you know it didn't just stay in circulation from the ocean, get filtered and turned into this? Or maybe, I'm sure maybe it's a mix of ice. Some of them was ice. But not all of it, and that's what matters. Not all of it was ice when it came out of the tap. Not 100% of the molecules of water in this were ice. At least not that I know of, unless you want to go like way back in Earth's history and say like, oh, an ice age or something. And I feel like some water was still liquid then, if you prescribe to the belief of ice ages, but I don't know. It's my belief. But, yeah. It's just... Okay. Why are those little drops? I leave it. And the air bubbles, they grow slowly. Slowly they grow. Ever so slowly. Ever so slowly. And then you can move around the water and they shrink. Where does it go? Where does the air go? I don't know. I guess it goes nowhere. Oh well. Well, anyway, since this is off, I don't even know if it's gonna boil again. It's crazy that it boiled already. I'm just gonna pour this water in here. And call it a day. Anyways, that's boiling ice part 3. I hope you enjoy boiling ice part 3. Oh yeah. Now how's the water doing? It's very slow. And it's very cold to the touch. But it's not yet frozen. As this gallon is. When it comes out, perhaps I'll take it out for a bit, the water, so that the ice can shrink as it warms. And then it'll come out, it'll still ice, and then I'll put it back in. Maybe we'll expand the cup if I do. They didn't have cans, that'd be fun. Anyways, what if you microwaved ice?